It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Hero and Butler make up the perimeter pair. Martin at power forward with Adebayo as the center. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Outside White. No good from outside. And for the Heat, they're shooting at about 44% so far. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out a foot, Grant?
You know, B.A., that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Great idea from Jimmy. The mid-range is normally open in today's NBA.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
And we've seen Butler develop his passing game over the years.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 8.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. You look at Dallas, they've fallen down to the 3rd spot and are hoping to turn things back around.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Adebayo passes to Martin, who poked away. Horford with a steal. 3rd quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Tatum gets the bucket.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Adebayo a screen on Holiday. Hero for 3. The shot comes out. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And Grant, you look at the longevity of Horford's career. He's done a great job reinventing himself.
You know, B.A., he added the 3 to his game once he hit 30, and that has extended his career by changing how he plays. He still can be an X factor on any given night.
And Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The Celtics making a switch here. Mikhailuk's checked in. Here's Rozier. Good on the 13-footer. He's got 5.
Good communication. Then Martin recognizing and making a great pass.
Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Here's Mikhailuk. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Horford's got 5 assists in the game.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Miami. And the Celtics also making a change. Cornette's checked in. Adebayo, no good.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Offensive rebound. Tatum passes to Horford. And the 3-pointer goes. Horford's got 6 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Miami Heat are a team of underdogs and overachievers. Their all-star big man, Bam Adebayo, said, quote, "We like guys like that with those stories of I got cut, this and that in the third. You know, blue-collar people. that had to work for what they got. And Brian, when you play for the Heat, hard work is what keeps you on the court.
That is the truth. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. Here's Springer. No good on the triple. The Heat have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. To the middle. Here's Martin. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Love watching these guys take flight. Caleb Martin is no exception.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Cornette. This one for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Celtics foul.
When talking about Karis LeVert, he's someone that does whatever is asked of him, Graham.
You know what, B.A.? You're right. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's ready to contribute and help his team any way he can.
And he can't hit the second.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Hero outside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Celtics ball.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Karis LeVert.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Love is checked in for Miami. And down it goes. 2 points.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. LeVert passes to Love. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Mikhailuk. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Mikhailuk. And the Celtics another 3.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Hero on the wing. Fires from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. Hero's got 7 now in this quarter.
This is how Tyler Hero likes to roll. You got me, I'll get you back.
Here's Jaquez. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by LeVert.
Number 2, Terry Rozier III.
And so it's Boston with it. Here's Cornette. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Boston Celtics building it in. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got O'Shea Brissett. He's out there with Luke Cornette, and it's Springer in at the point. Well, Steve, the most recent CBA increased 2-way player slots. Now teams can carry 3 instead of 2. How do you like it?
I love it. The 2-way player rule has been a huge success. Lots of guys have been discovered that way, given a chance to play in this league.
Pass to Rozier. LeVert outside. And it's all from 3-point range. The Celtics shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Here's Brissett. And he converts the layup.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Tillman's checked in for Brissett. And so here is Miami.
Number 26, Xavier
Inside. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by Rozier.
For his career, Bam shooting a high percentage from the field because he typically takes good shots.
Tillman misses. And it's Rozier with the ball for Miami. They've got numbers. Here's Jovic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Rozier, and he dunks it down.
And no wonder they call him Scary Terry. That's a bad man.
Martin, he's checked in for Jovic. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
And Rozier, here we go.
Look how Rozier just slices inside. He doesn't hold himself back on the drive at all.
Fires for three. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Martin with the bucket.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
The Celtics have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics another 3.
Give him a lot of credit. He's always looking to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Pass to Martin. He shoots it. And there's another one for the Heat.
Defender is right there, but Martin, he just ignores him.
Boston's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Got a hand on it. Here's Tillman. Jaquez grabs the board.
If he keeps taking shots from that far out, I think the coaching staff might just find a spot for him on the bench.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
And with expansion whispers continuing to grow, Smitty, if it happens, you figure there would have to be some realignment.
Yes, B.A. Most likely a team would move to the East. Presents a chance for the NBA to change the layout of the league. Might add a division and find ways to cut down on travel.
Butler wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Celtics shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Here's Hauser. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hauser's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams. All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo. Hero outside. Rebound Boston. Here's Springer. Pass to Tillman. Shot is up. Adebayo grabs the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Wing shot on the way, and the basket by Mikhailuk.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Pass to Tillman. Here's Brissett. And the Celtics another three.
Brissett.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. Now, New Balance presents the Player of the Game.